same time. I think this one is later, like right after I traveled in the subway. Railway, whatever it's called. Page. I wonder if they used the same voice as in the first Deus Ex. It sounded similar to him.
Used to be a beautiful city. Now look.
How come they make me?
I can't deal with it.
Have you seen anything else?
Shut it and search. Hello?
This shift.
What today? Are we too late?
Follow protocol.
What? It made this one harder? It made this one easier? I don't understand. Oh. It transfers the difficulty from this one to this one. Shit, that's not good. Maybe it is good, actually. Depending on luck.
initiated.
Oh, darn.
Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Yes. Oh, you can cancel it early and then you can try again right away instead of having to wait.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Okay, so instead of transferring this one, I think I'm just gonna strengthen all these and then go for this one.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false, then, John?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. And not unmentioned that I have many friends who are, and most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now. Because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe, and the Human Restoration Act.
data archiving vault in the world.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. What the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
It's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
I know you asked me to memorize that speech you gave when we first flew into Gollum together, but...
The one about us not being friends ever. But now you want to ask me about my leg, don't you?
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Oggs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
This is like a no turning back. Oh man. Hey, you know what? I'm really close to leveling up. Maybe if I get the... I'll get this inhale gas ability. I can get into that club and finish the side quest. Yeah, I'm like just a hair away. If I do some hacks, probably push his experience up, or, you know, kill some police. But the hacking is a lot faster than killing all these police, because then you gotta let it reset and all that.
One more time. That's it.
There's a place where you can do some hacking.
What the hell? My wife is going to kill me. Have you seen anything else?
It's out, you won't.
Looks like this might be a way to get in right here. Got plenty of bio-cells.
I'm not seeing anything unusual. You? Another one. Too quiet. Moving from current position.
I hear the music, so this might be able
Just make it through this shift.
to get in through the top. What?
Seems to have quieted down.
Just waste a bio-cell on this. It's as high as it goes. It's not gonna get me anywhere. Can I move this thing?
Got problems already. Have you seen anything else? Seems to have quieted down.
Doesn't look like I can get in through these windows.
City has gone to hell.
Oh man. All that is... Darn it. It is close. I thought maybe I could climb on this roof and get in somehow. Oh. This restricted zone, I might be able to get in a vent and get in.
Used to be
Here we go. Moving from current position.
Point of interest. Oh, okay.
My wife seeing anything unusual? Follow protocol. That's all.
You know how this works, Og. Hand them over.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847.
Oh, I think it's because
I
I
see.
walked the wrong
Thanks.
way.
You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here.
Rather, stay quiet.
I'm supposed to go this way. This is the Og's aisle right here.
Fuck off out of here.
When I go this way, they get mad.
Don't die in
Who
an
didn't
alley.
listen to that crap?
Point of interest. I guess I'll go back.
Fuck off out of here.
The news just keeps getting worse.
Oh, it's this place. I've been here before.
We can't let them get away with this.
I'll wait on that. I still
I
really
must
don't
talk to you about what happened.
guess.
Would you piss off the police,
Yeah, thought as much.
We can't let them get away with this.
Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
I must talk to you about what happened.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You might already be in danger. Killer might see you as a loose end.
What?
Might already be waiting to get you alone.
Please, stop.
The point I'm trying to make is, if you saw something, you should tell the police. The more you can remember, the better the odds of the killer getting caught.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
That'd be funny if she was the killer.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Got nothing else to say.
I feel like she's the killer.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to...
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, gutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who'll never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-BMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
There are cutting marks above Angela Gunn's arm. Looks like she had an augment that was forcibly removed. How do I turn this back the way it was? Okay. So
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do.
I think he found something.
Away from the crime scene, sir. They love to tear us apart.
Open agents are not authorized in this area.
Fuck walking this beat.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
So there's 2 more pieces of evidence. Crafting parts. Choose a reporter. Okay, that's all the people. Ooh, I got a good experience for that.
What?
Blocks from here. I think this is the only apartment complex. Right here. Where Adam lives.
Promiňte, nepomůžu vám.
Don't bother, Hander.
Ever hear of personal space? Well, this is mine, and you are in it.
Just plug it out.
initiated. Access granted.
According to its creators, Rabia is a new way of living. A utopic beacon of light that is at the heart of the Santo Group. The first of its kind in the world. Creativity and innovation, based on the principles of arcology, the blending of architecture and ecology. The planning and construction of the city is unique. One design and layout of the city was done precisely by computer algorithms.
For me, that's a strong foundation.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Restoring the past.
Now moving over to technology. Since the U.S. Air Force launched SpaceNet 2 years ago, the costly planetary defense system designed to clean up space junk has achieved nothing. Not one blast, not one asteroid or meteor has been detected. No one seems to have an answer. The Air Force also fended off questions from citizens who are concerned that the defense system could target the Earth as well as the Moon.
You don't look like you're in withdrawal.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Fuck, that was fast. Apartment building 2 blocks from here. There's another one. Oh yeah. This is Johnny's place. Doesn't show me on the map, so I guess I'm just supposed to look for it. 2 blocks from here. Oh, that's where that one ring that this place. I wonder if that girl's still in there.
Now that Sarif Industries has gone bankrupt and been summarily taken over by Taeyong. Stuck on this. Johnny Gunn was blah blah blah. Okay. Lives in an apartment a couple of blocks from here. When I hit show on map, it leads me to this, but that's a different side quest. That's this right here. Hey, there's something over here. Oh, I remember this place.
Oh man, come on. Get out of here.
The Czech Republic's economic moves coincide with policies and incentives directed at augmented labor throughout the world. Countries come together to help make it the modern market it is today. However, this sudden influx of talented workers posed some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to invite thousands of workers to take part. Quite another.
I mean, they're all the rope. Keep it together. No, together.
This woman's still here? I gave her money, she's supposed to skip down. She's just sitting there smoking.
I've told you everything I can.
Leave me alone!
Hello, sir.
Všichni zachovejte klid.
Where's Johnny's place? A few blocks from here. Well, would that be here? I mean... Oh. It's in another area. That's kind of weird. A few blocks, I would think that that would mean it's, you know, you had to travel the subway to get there.
Great. Another.
See, it said show on map and it showed me a different place.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Pt6 však akcionáře ujistil, že se nemusí bát, neboť jejich moderní výzkum infekčních chorob a genetické léčby by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat zisk. Státní policie vyšetřuje ohavnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Místní argumentovaná reportérka Angela Ganová, známá díky řadě obecných byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali stejný a aby se v noci zdrželi v bezpečných a dobře osvětlených
Somebody else shot it.
I have money. Do not kill me.
Hey, what's up? Guessing you didn't watch the rest of the other video, huh?
No! Please! I have money. Do not kill me. I'm more interested in how it might affect my portfolio. So, what do you think?
Where you going?
This is Eliza Cassell.
Hey, it's John again.
Live.
I'm looking for you.
Where you
boy.
going?
And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
I think you know which one, and I think you know exactly why I'm here. Her body was found in an alley.
That didn't take long. You think I killed Angela, right? Based on what? Fact that some prejudiced cop told you I did?
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
What I think doesn't matter yet. What matters are your answers. Make them clear and honest. Otherwise, you'll make things miserable for yourself.
Miserable? That's like offering me a promotion. A woman I used to love is dead, and a jackass I've never seen is here to accuse me of it. You can't make my life any worse than it is.
Oh, yes, he
Where
can.
were you?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
You're right. Let's keep this about you. You inside a crowded cell. Your face all over the news. How does that sound?
Like a lot of hassle. No thanks.
Angela's death inconveniences you.
Yeah, well, it's been hard. Phone calls I don't want, and visitors I don't like or respect or want inside my home.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I'm familiar with their retirement plan. Looks like they're treating you real well, Johnny.
Fuck you. I was in New South Wales, man. Hell, I'm still there. Probably gonna spend the rest of my life trying to get out. See, this is the price a man pays to no longer take orders. And something tells me you're not paying it.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
The Human Restoration Act is a step backwards.
Quit screwing around!
These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The audience threw everything off the rails. Since then,
Let's jack up Johnny's water bill. He's about to have that smart mouth.
Clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
It's a nice shower.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation.
Put this water all over these boxes. Look at his shower. So he doesn't shower, he's just got all this shit stored in the bathroom.
I'm not augmented, but I have
And all
many
this
friends
beer.
who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of shit.
Take your money, fool.
They want to feel safe, and the Human Restoration Act gives them.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective.
Where you going?
Looks like I'm done here.
And influential individuals since privacy laws first passed.
What?
Oh, I thought I was going to say the same stuff again.
You may not have left a mark on Angela's neck, but that doesn't mean I think you're innocent.
I never said I was innocent. Just clearly not guilty of this. Now, if you don't mind, get the hell out of my apartment. You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
Up and distract.
Okay, so back.
I hate when we come.
Back this way.
Hello.
A goddamn clank.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Hogs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Og or no Og.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
It's funny.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe. But keep in mind, she was an Og. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Perry. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
I wasn't paying attention to anything.
I don't think you're gonna like this. That politician, Radko Perry, I believe he's guilty of killing Angela.
Still with the politician. Look, I understand wanting to make a guy like that go down for something. I really do. But murder, that's not an easy sell.
Radko's a one-man anti-AUG parade. I read some of his propaganda, a draft of a speech he was working on. If he's willing to do even half of what he preaches, he's capable of great violence.
Hey, you should read my kid's poetry. Who knew so many words could rhyme with blood? Point is, what a man's willing to write isn't the same as what he's willing to do. Besides, what about the husband, eh? My gut still says Johnny Gunn probably killed his wife.
Johnny Gunn's innocent. That much I'm sure of.
What are you talking about?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Interpol.
Time
Who
to
do they
wrap
think
this
they
up.
are?
All right. Let's call it a night.
Alright, I'm gonna end this. I got stuff to do.